Hey there, EliteLenny here with a message. First off, I want to thank you for grabbing the time to take a look at this. Like the video and subscribe to my channel to support me and help me make more content. I'm looking to have my channel grow too, so please go ahead and check out my Patreon and PayPal links at the description box. It'll be awesome if you become a patron, considering the trouble to getting content published these days. Though if you wish to, you can donate to help a guy out in this messy atmosphere of ours. Don't forget to also check out my streaming page on Twitch, where I showcase mostly gaming streams, though I may also put some chat streams in the equation. Without further ado, let's get to it, and let's have a good one. You low. Well, okay. Whatever you say. Do we care? Yeah, probably we care, but... Well, Battlefield 2042 was already a dumpster fire from launch because too many glitches in multiplayer. AAA companies are trying to just suck the cash out of consumers. Like it's actually breathing. They do it so easily, like they're breathing. Fantastically ridiculous. No. I mean fantastically ridiculous behavior that should not be acceptable. Really.
Breaking news, you're a bird and you're not in my ass. Skip-it-a-bop-dop, dip-dip-dip-dip, don't make it flip, make your bird hole drip. Skip-it-a-bop-dop.
God, nice.
Battlefield 2042. It was one of the worst reviewed games in Steam's history. There was a point on Steam where Farming Simulator 2022 had more concurrent players than Battlefield 2042.
Yeah. It is an embarrassment indeed. Sorry, EA. But Farming Simulator got you there.
DICE and EA had to shut down the Battlefield 2042 subreddit due to toxicity, which, when people are getting threatened and people are saying disgusting stuff, I don't condone that. That doesn't help your cause. It just makes you seem like a Neanderthal, and leave the developers alone. Battlefield 2042 was performing so poorly sales-wise that EA was debating making certain parts of the game free to play. That's how you know a game is hurting. Call of Duty Vanguard did that recently, where they made the game free to play for 2 weeks. And the game was released in such a piss-poor, bare-bones, beta alpha state that there was actually a change.org petition to allow for refunds of Battlefield 2042.
Oh my god. It is bad. They just want their money. Consumers want their money back. They should get their money back because they're not getting their money's worth. They are not getting their money's worth in Battlefield 2042. It is bad.
And as of me looking at the change.org petition, as of today, which is April 11th, there is 230,779 signatures. So there's a lot of people that are very unhappy with Battlefield. Well, just to show you how unpopular Battlefield 2042 is, it has reached a new low in concurrent players on Steam. Now, keep in mind, this is just Steam and not other platforms. That has to be said. But still, a Battlefield game on PC, on Steam, if there's not many people playing it on there, it's a pretty good indicator that the game is performing poorly. This comes from comicbook.com. I'll read it to you, then we'll discuss. As noted by Steam Charts, which is a site that tracks game data with Valve's Steam platform on PC, Battlefield 2042 officially dipped under 1,000 concurrent players. If you want to be specific, 979 concurrent players early this morning. This is the lowest number of players that Battlefield 2042 has seen on Steam since releasing last year, which shows that the game isn't bouncing back by any means over time. It's worth noting that there are some caveats to this situation for beginners. It's worth stressing that the data here is only associated with Steam, which means that we aren't getting a larger picture of how Battlefield 2042 may be doing on like Xbox or PS5, so on and so forth. And also, too, I almost forgot to mention this, on other launchers that Battlefield 2042 is available on. But keep in mind, just to show you that there was a lot of people playing on Steam, Steam alone was able to have 100,000 concurrent players of Battlefield 2042 when it launched late last year. So my point being is that even though it's just Steam, you can look at those numbers and see what the health of the game truly is. And it's not good. Now, just to show you how bare bones and broken the game is when it launched, here is a list of features that were missing, and I believe there was more as well, but this alone is pretty damning. There was no single-player campaign or story mode, no server browser, no standard multiplayer game modes such as Team Deathmatch. What is with...
No standards. No standard modes. Those have got to be included at launch, at least. The standards in playing multiplayer FPS. At least put that in.
Halo Infinite did the same goddamn thing too. No persistent lobbies. A variety of in-game assignments was missing. A class system was missing. Many character customization options were missing. Stats page in the game menu. Battle logs and stat trackers for other players such as previously seen. Global leaderboards. Custom emblem support. A spectator mode. Permanent community servers. Central US servers. And a weapons test range. No team deathmatch in a Battlefield game.
Yeah, that is... Yeah. There's always a team deathmatch in previous ones. Is this a separated incident, or were there any were there incidences of no team deathmatches in past Battlefield games? Because if this is the first time this has happened, then EA is dipping into the red zone.
If there should never be allowed a AAA game again, if it's a first-person shooter at least, from any developer in 2022 that should not have a team deathmatch mode. If it doesn't launch with that, your game is not ready. Delay it. Full stop. End of discussion. Look, I'll be the first to say that I don't want to see anybody lose their jobs. I know these people work their ass off on these games, and the hard work that the developers put in, the countless hours, the crunch. But I'm glad in a way that these games like Halo and Battlefield are suffering, because it shows that there's only a certain amount of crap the consumer will put up with before they say, I'm not supporting this. This isn't a finished product. You're asking now for $70 for these games, or whatever the case, even $60. It doesn't matter. You're asking insane amounts of money, and then on top of it, you want us to buy extra cosmetics and things like that, like in Halo Infinite.
You know, the very thing that I don't like when it comes to these types of gaming live services and multiplayer games, if they cost $60-$70, such as the cost of Gran Turismo 7, it's around those prices after all, you get the good experience in there. But everything else in relation to online stuff, if game companies screw those portions of the game up, it takes a lot of money. It takes a lot of money, much more money, to fix those issues. They gotta make at least the execution on first launch flawless, to prevent the backlash and to prevent the integrity of the game to drastically drop. Gran Turismo 7's integrity as a game drastically dropped just because of its services not functioning for a while before they actually got it to work again. It's unbelievably stupid. All they got to do is execute things correctly. They wouldn't have these problems. But lo and behold, the lazy people keep coming into play. And then we don't get the online experience that we are actually getting our money's worth for. And now they're the ones whining that we're complaining too much. They shut down their subreddit because bullshit, they don't want to take so much criticism. The criticism should just be shoved up their asses. Definitely, they deserve the criticism. Oh my god. DICE and EA, please. Either do something about your game, or stop being relevant like Brie fucking Larson.
And they're broken products. They're not finished. any other industry, if a game was sold unfinished, or a product, I mean to say, was sold unfinished, it would be laughed off the shelves. And for some reason in the gaming industry, it's accepted. And it shouldn't be. And it's not, at least me, that I'm asking developers to crunch, and rush these games out and get them completed.
Yeah, crunch employees, rush the publishing, rush the reviews, and the product that comes out is shit. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Fallout 76. Yeah, that's right, Todd. I'm watching you. I am still watching you. I don't forgive you. I will never forgive you. Sorry, but no, you will not get anything from me either, except backlash after backlash. Sorry, you did it to yourself.
I want developers to be with their families. I always say this because I want to make it abundantly clear. I want them to be happy, and I want them to be emotionally and physically healthy and not harm themselves by putting in insane crunch hours. I'd rather a game be delayed so these people can have lives and be with their families just like you and I.
See, that's the problem with that's the problem with AAA companies. They always look onto their investors on what to do next. The investors who either know or not know games like this tend to make mistakes. They tend to make companies rush so much. But of course, investors should get what they want to get a return of investment. But of course, if they keep rushing companies, of course, these kinds of incidences, making the employees go on crunch time every single development cycle, and the allegations against those companies will keep piling on. So whose fault is it? Those who want the game to come out just want to rush the game development so that when it comes out online, it can be patched whenever there are too many things wrong. The single player experience is no longer coming smoothly in 2022. We've all seen that, 2021 and 2022. It's never becoming so frequent anymore. Fine, we got Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, but when it comes to online and live services, it's a no-go. And when it comes to high value games like that as well, when they screw it up, they close out the criticism until they open up, just because their conscience told them to. And it's done too late as well. Unfucking believable. Of course I'm not going to vote for them at any time to actually be relevant. They should stop being relevant, really. There's got to be a reasonable change in the gaming development cycles, really. It's got to change. There's got to be a real overhaul in how employees are treated in those companies.
But the game should be delayed. And here's what happened. Look, if Battlefield 2042 had more time in the oven and it was a complete, full-featured product, it would have hundreds of thousands of people playing concurrently.
See, if it's not the company's fault, it's always the investors. Don't worry, Rich. I know who to blame. The investors. Blame the investors on the development. You have to blame the investors only. Completely the investors. None other.
It would be successful because people would be like, wow, this is a great product that is finished and polished and it feels like the Battlefield of yesteryear. But
Battlefield 2042 is a dumpster fire and it's still shit until now. Sorry.
No, it feels like another half-assed, rushed out, we'll patch it later, they'll buy it now piece of bullcrap.
Yeah, just like Fallout 76. Fuck you, Todd Howard.
And people aren't taking it. And you know what? It's a good thing, and hopefully companies will learn a lesson from it. People won't just buy whatever you shit out.
No, they won't, because they don't listen to the fans. They always try to look for a new audience. That's how gaming companies work. AAA companies work in a way that in business, they gotta get new and new customers. Unfortunately, that is true. And it's complete bullshit of a behavior in business. Seriously. Yeah, that's one thing I don't want in a gaming company. Stick to your customers. You may as well just do that. That's not business 101, but it helps you and your integrity as a company. Just do that and we will get along. We will just get along.
This is Rich of ReviewTechUSA signing out.
Thanks, Rich. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for that.